Hey everyone, this is Andy with a tutorial for you on how to assign articles on Newsela. First thing I want to do is I want to obviously go to the Newsela website and sign in using my teacher account. Once I'm on the home page, I want to show you a couple different resources. You'll see usually on the home screen a current news article. You'll see a latest news option and some other just general information about Newsela. The important things are going to be these tabs at the top of the window. Each of these tabs offers different resources depending on what you are looking for. The first button here is the library. You can think about this as kind of a reference center for for topics that have already been established and written about. There's going to be lots of references. If you were looking for science and math, you can see they are highlighting Pythagoras and the wheel. You can also look at particular sections, history, ideas, and obviously arts and culture as well. You can search for primary sources, historical documents, biographies about people, famous speeches, and other options as well. So the library, again, this is kind of a reference center. The news section is going to be current events, news. Again, it's divided into different categories that you can see right here. The next thing is text sets, which is going to group articles together into a common category. You can see right now some of them are animal. The one that we see right here is animals. There's at least 4 articles in that text set dealing with animals. These different text sets are going to, again, we have a text set for science, literature, social studies. You can explore your category or your subject area, or you can explore somebody else's. The last thing here is units. These are basically more developed text sets. Text sets usually have 1, 2, or 4, maybe even more articles in them. Units are going to have a lot more than that in terms of the number of articles or references in each of them. Currently, these units are focused on social studies topics. We will see if this expands into other areas. For right now, I'm going to look for an article that I could assign for our reading times on Monday. So I am interested in assigning a current event news article. I'm going to click on news. This is going to show me all of the latest news articles. When I'm on this page, you will see all of the articles here, and there are options on the left-hand side to narrow what you're looking at. For the articles, there's a few things I want to let you know about. You'll see a picture that goes with that article. Below that, you will see a category. That category means which set of the, or which category of the news section this article fits in. This article fits under War and Peace. If I click on that one, then I'm going to see all of the War and Peace articles. So again, if I click on the War and Peace label, I'm going to see all of the War and Peace articles. If I click on the article title below it, it's going to take me to the specific article. There are a few icons here that I want to let you know about. Right next to the War and Peace label, you will see, in fact, this is next to all of the articles that you see here, there's a light bulb. The light bulb, when you hover your mouse over it, shows anchors, or what they call anchors. Those anchors correspond with the reading skills that you see listed on the left-hand side. The anchors or skills tell you which skills the article is designed to help students develop. So this article dealing with the Charlottesville protests and rally. Is going to develop student skills in understanding what the text is saying and also word meaning and choice. It's not necessarily required that you look for particular skills or anchors, but it is something to be aware of as you assign your articles. The next option or next icon here, as I hover my mouse over it, is something that's called recommended annotations. I'm going to talk more about those in a little bit, but for right now, let me just say I would recommend that you look for articles that have recommended annotations. So articles that have this little talk bubble or thought bubble, those are good. The next one here says this article is available in Spanish. Not really important for our purposes. Another icon that you will see for right now, it's not on very many articles, but it is out there, and I want to let you know about it, is a lightning bolt. For example, you can see it right here, and that refers to power words. Power words is a tool that they have on Newsela to increase students' vocabulary. If I click on this article that says it features the power words extension, if I scroll down, I will see that there are words that are highlighted and bold and underlined. So I'm going to, if I click on those words, I can see the word, I can listen to it, the pronunciation of the word, and I can also see the definition. This is a great way to increase students' vocabulary. There are 5 power words in this article, and they all are a bit more of a common academic language: access, mobile, authorities, translate, and concept. So these are helpful words to increase students' vocabulary. It is not required that you look for power words, but again, being aware of that tool is helpful. The last thing right here is the bookmark button. If I'm looking through articles and I like one, but I'm not sure I want to assign it right away, I can bookmark it and save it for later. If I bookmark it, I can go up here to my account. Right below that it says saved by you or saved by me. If I can click on that one, and it will show me articles that I have saved, and I can see that one right there. If for any reason I want to unbookmark it or unsave it, I just have to click on the icon again. So those are the options or the important things that you see right here with the latest news. Just a few words now on the narrow your choices option. Narrow your choices has a few different options that you can select. The first one is you can narrow your choices by grade level. You can see that it has different grade levels. The thing is, all of the articles have already been published with the ability to read them at 5 different reading levels. So they basically are guaranteed to fit with our students' reading needs. In fact, I might go so far as to say don't use this grade level option because it can actually take away options that might be good. For example, you'll see right now without any grade level selected that this Charlottesville article is available. If I click on the 9 through 10 option, meaning I'm looking for articles written at grade 9 or 10, you'll see that article goes away. And I think that for me, I worry that I'm going to miss out on good articles because I'm looking too much at the grade level. Now, you can decide for yourself how you want to search for your articles. That's my thinking on the matter. So again, you have grade level here at the top. Below that, you have reading skills. Again, that corresponds with the light bulb icon below the articles, telling you what skills that article is going to challenge students to develop. Below that, we have language. Below that, we have special features. I'm not going to go through all of these, partly because we're not really interested in all of them, and partly because I think some are more helpful than others. As I was mentioning, the lightning bolt corresponds with power words. So here's the lightning bolt. It says power words, and I can select power word articles over here. So I just have articles that feature the lightning bolt, power words. Teacher resources or pro teacher resources is actually incredibly helpful for those of you looking for a quick lesson plan. This is something that we all have available because we have the pro subscription. Pro teacher resources are basically going to design lessons or mini lessons around an article. So if you are absent for a day and you need something to get the students through the day with a substitute, this could be an incredibly helpful resource. So pro teacher resources can be really helpful. Recommended annotations. I mentioned before that this talk bubble refers to the recommended annotations. Again, I'm going to emphasize this one. Recommended annotations means that Newsela has already gone through and marked up different passages of this article. This is an incredibly helpful tool for us. If you would like to create your own annotations, I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. But this is a great way to get students to interact with the text. And if you look for recommended annotations, you don't have to create those annotations yourself. You are just taking what Newsela recommends. Below that, the content provider, you can look for articles from a particular news outlet if you are looking under the news category. If you're looking under the library category, you might look for references from particular sources or content providers. And finally, again, if I'm under library references, I might look for essays or primary sources or profiles, etc. So those are our narrow your choices options.